first team I thought of when you started going through the offensive line and some of the issues you're seeing. And of course, again, being matched up against a superior defensive line in practice, but not not being expected to maybe be fully capable against the first teamers. But when you mentioned some of the rookies and some of the second and third teamers able to hit gaps and get through, and it not being the prettiest thing, first team I thought of is LSU. So week 2, LSU, and you've got a serious SEC team with a serious defensive line that's going to line up obviously against those guys in week 2. And they're very similar teams and very similar programs right now. They're in a place where they're trying to build something, trying to put things together. They're not anywhere close to where they want to be at LSU or at Florida State. They obviously have a new head coach. He's throwing players all over the place, trying to come up with different combinations. They got a 4 quarterback competition. So they've got a lot going on there. Really 3, because the one guy's a true freshman, a 5-star Walker Howard, but really the other 3 guys are going at it. So it's two teams that for me are going to be fascinating this year, because they could break either way. They could take off and really build towards something just like Florida State could, or, it's been a rough couple of years for LSU, just like Florida State, but they're 2 vintage programs that we expect to be, making an impact on the national scene, but they're kind of in a transition phase. So it's going to be a fascinating game. That's for sure.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to being over there for that one. And it's going to be 2 teams that, if someone's going to have the upside here, and you've got a coach that's in the 3rd year practically, it's got to be Mike, and you got to think that he's got the head start on that. And in my opinion, he's got to be. I know, LSU has talent there, but this can't be excuse time anymore. We'll talk about it, I'm sure, like 86,000 times before the season starts, but this is no excuse time anymore for Mike Norvell. And, he definitely knows that. And I think the program knows that. There's a reason why they're pushing about everything they can in the last couple of months. You're seeing them put a lot into this season, off the field hires. You see Michael Alford, Florida State's new AD, putting a lot of focus into this football program. And, that's just not in the LSU game whatsoever, because that's just not your 1 year. That's not your one game, and that's it for the season. You've got to go in and finish off the rest of this 2022 slate of games. And like I said, I think this spring was really, really good. When you saw upsides, but then, like we just talked about, you saw some downsides of the offensive line and the depth there. And that's something that has to be fixed, or you go into that LSU game, you lose one guy down, God forbid 2 guys down, or, you're working with a guy that's injured, you don't have a solid replacement to come in and play. You're getting a little bit vulnerable there. So we'll look at the transfer portal. Still got some time here, but like you said, only got about less than a week than that to enter your name. So whichever offensive tackle is out there, you can email me at logan@nolegameday.com. Email me then, and we'll get something set up where you can get a trip over to Tallahassee. And no NIL. James has the NIL stuff, so you have to go to James to do all that kind of stuff. I don't have the NIL money, though.
It's a pretty good system, though. They can contact you, get all set up with the contact, and then you just pass them on to James.
Exactly. We'll work that system. I don't know if that will alter Coach Atkins and what they're doing, but any way I can help Coach Atkins, I am here.
Nice.